Hello, my name is Jordi Matias. In this video tutorial, we're gonna learn how to create a virtual machine in the right way. First, we need to have an Azure subscription. If you don't have any Azure subscription, you can try the free edition to Azure without paying nothing. So in this case, we're gonna start creating our resource group. In Azure, all is our resources. The resource group is the way that we organize our resources in the Azure and the Microsoft Azure platform. First, we go here. Um, we go here in the resource groups, create, and we give a name for our resource group. In this case, we're gonna name it like VM tutorial, and we're gonna choose the region. The region is a data center where we want to deploy our resource. In this case, we're gonna choose EasyS2, and then we're gonna say tags. Tags help us to organize our resources in the platform. For example, uh, project, and then click review and create. Where when all validation phases, we click here and create, and we're gonna have our new resource group that is VM tutorial. Then we click on the VM tutorial resource group, and then the button create. Here we have the get started, but if you are out this display, this menu, we can click here in the categories, compute, and we have the virtual machines. In this case, we're gonna choose the first option, the virtual machine, then click and create. And since we are creating this virtual machine from our resource group, the resource group combo box is selected with the resource group that we already created. We're gonna give name and service to our virtual machine. The name have to be unique in our subscription. We choose the region that we want to deploy our our virtual machine. We're gonna choose EasyS2, and we're gonna set the we're gonna leave all these options in the standard because this these are options for ability sets and security types and things like that. If you have uh, uh, if we are planning to deploy a specific workloads inside the virtual machines that need another level of security, we can choose trusted LAN virtual machines, things like that. But in this case, for the tutorial, we're gonna choose standard security type. We're gonna choose this image. We can see all the image that we have in the gallery, in the server, um, um, Ubuntu, OpenSUSE, and things like that. Also, also we have image ready for infrastructure application like LAMP uh, and things like that, ready to run application based in PHP and things like that. Uh, Applications with Ubuntu and things like that. So that we have pre-code image for our necessities. Let's close here. We're gonna choose this Windows Server image size. We're gonna choose that one. Okay, the size. We have all size that we need. Some sites those does not appear here. We need to make a request for big size or big virtual machines and signs, and we can see the price here, the cost per month here, because this is a subscription based as you go. Some subscription, maybe if you're working for a company, you're not gonna see the estimated cost here when you're creating the virtual machine. You for see that going to you're gonna have to calculate the cost in the uh, Azure calculator. Let's use this virtual machine and let's set the user for this virtual machine. This is the user and the credential that we're gonna use to log into the virtual machine. All good. If we set here none, we don't gonna have access right now to the virtual machine. But for this tutorial, we're gonna let open this port, and this is a virtual machine with Windows. If it's a virtual machine with Linux, we open the 22 port. We click here, see that we have some licenses here. If we want to have the hybrid benefit. So now in the next section, we're gonna choose the disk. This case, we're gonna choose the standard hard disk drive because we don't need to this premium SSD and have special attention in this option because if we select the check when we delete the virtual machine, we're gonna delete the disk. If you uncheck this option, we have the ability to delete the virtual machine without deleting the disk and have the access or some for some information that we already have stored in this virtual machine. Also, we have the ability to add many disks to our virtual machine as we need. So we can create and attach new disk or attach the existing disk in our subscription. In this case, we're gonna use only one disk. This is for demo purpose. So we need all virtual machine or some resources need a VNet, that is the interface that is the network interface card that we use to connect to the internet in the data center network. Okay, in this case we're gonna leave all the configuration this way, standard configuration. Here we're gonna check this checkbox, the let pull IP and network interface with the VM is deleted. We check this option when we are sure that we create new virtual network, new subnet, and new IP. Because if we added the virtual machine to a system virtual network that is already being using for other Azure resources, we want to delete the network interface. Okay, so management, this part we can link our virtual machine configuration with things like Azure Identity or the auto shutdown. We can set up when our virtual machine shut down, and also enable the backup, the guest updates. If you have if we're planning to deploy legacy system here, we can turn the manual updates to avoid that our host system operative gets the updates that broke our environment. So, um, next in a back advancing here, we can install extensions that makes our operation task more easy. For example, we can install agents for Windows Server monitoring, agents for the antivirus and things like that. In this case, we don't gonna add nothing. And here we can add tag. You can add many tasks as you need. In this case, we just adding one. The tags are useful to identify and organize our resources in our Azure subscription. We can review to see if all good. Okay, all the validation is passed, and we hit the button create. We need to wait a few minutes to start to use our virtual machine. Let's wait. Deployment in progress. You see we are deploying network security group that is the way that like a firewall where we can set the rules for the inbound and outbound ports to our virtual network. Let's wait a few minutes. If we are thinking in the automation, things like that, like RM templates or Terraform, you can see templates that we have here, and take this configuration and automate our deployments, or take as a reference to build our custom scripts for automation deployments. This is a trick that we can use to avoid to write all this stuff. We start to deploy them or creating the target resource, and then copy and custom the script. Okay, it's almost done. Click here, go to resources, deployment succeed. Okay, here we have the tags, we have all the configurations, the left menu, settings for what can work in this, virtual machine sites, advisor recommendations, ability checks, but operation we have the backups, the disaster recovery options, and the monitoring side we have insights, alerts, and things like that. But in this case, we just gonna go here, overview, connect, RDP, download the file, have a file, click, you put the username and the password. All is good, we click yes, and ta-da, we are in our virtual machine. As this is the first time that we are logging, take some time configuring decision for this user, but Um, all this good here. Let's wait some minutes to see the desktop. And we are done. That's the way that we create a virtual machine. If you have any question, please leave a comment um, in the video. Subscribe, share it with your friends. If you want more content or more explanation about some topics about virtual machine, please leave a comment and we uh, gonna make video. Bye bye.